Welcome to Journaling Through, where we heal holistically through guided journaling. My name is Christine, and I will be your host. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we empower you as the empath through your divorce proceedings. In our introduction video, we mentioned that the term narcissism should not be used in any of your legal proceedings. However, for the purposes of these videos, we will be using that term. Continuing our series on empowerment, today's focus is going to be the 5 traps to avoid in divorce negotiations. The 5 traps are isolation, insinuation, secrets, manipulation, and criticism. At Journaling Through, we always promote empowerment, so we are going to flip those traps to work for you. Isolation to openness, insinuation to hard facts, secrets to honesty, manipulation to detachment, and lastly, criticism to neglect. Let's take a closer look at these 5 flippable traps. One of the tactics of the narcissist is to isolate the empath. This will also happen in divorce proceedings. Isolation from support systems, assets, and from the outside world. One way to flip this and to combat is to keep your information private. Resist the urge to share everything on social media or even share stories to friends. Keep a distance from the narcissist as much as possible, physically, mentally, and digitally. The strategy for healing from the trauma of a narcissistic relationship is the no contact rule. Think about it this way: you are paying for a lawyer, so keep the distance and ensure that all the dealings go through them. If you are able to find an impartial support system to help you through this, that would be so valuable. Perhaps a support group or even a therapist that can help you. Insinuation to hard facts. All too often, narcissists will use insinuations that you are crazy, that you're forgetting things, that you misremember conversations. And this can sometimes result in us feeling like, wow, maybe I am crazy, maybe I am forgetting the facts. Another insinuation is that you are in fact the narcissist in the relationship. This is a very well-known tactic and part of the awareness of getting out of the grip of this abusive relationship. So stick to the facts. Use your journal and ask your therapist, if you have one, to write a report so that you can use this to your advantage on just how you have been in an emotionally, potentially physically, and spiritually abusive relationship. Remember, in the very beginning we said, divorce is a division of assets. Nothing more, nothing less. Hard facts. The way that you got there can be substantiated by therapist reports, you and your journaling keeping track of all the trends. Secrets to honesty. As an empath, what you are doing in divorce proceedings is that you are pulling the rug from underneath the narcissist. They hold the opinion that you are a possession. Thus, they are entitled to your money, to your energy, and essentially to your slavery. So now that you're in divorce proceedings, you are standing up for yourself and saying, no, you are not entitled to have me anymore. This could create two different responses. Anger, lashing out and making you feel so ashamed for doing this to them. It could be wise to make sure that you are out of harm's way. Hence the need for the no contact rule in the previous remark. Alternatively, the narcissist will hide all personal assets, move money out of sight, and on top of it, play the martyr and the victim. Do remember that the divorce, like the marriage, is about them, not you. They are feeding their own ego in any way possible. And the best way that you can protect yourself from this backlash is to keep all receipts, bank records, and stand your ground. Now, this is much easier said than done. Again, why it's so important to ground yourself and to take charge over your divorce proceedings so that all these secrets that are like dirty laundry is going to be hung out for everybody to see. It is an honest representation of what is going on. It's hard, but it's worth it. Own it. Own this process that you are going through. And use the journal as a constant reminder that it is a division of assets, nothing more, nothing less. Manipulation to detachment. Narcissists are best known for how they manipulate people, events, and situations. So being realistic about how they can use this exceptional skill to play to their advantage is now flipped to your advantage. Detach yourself emotionally, spiritually, and physically from situations where manipulation could play a role. From our research and experience, this could include anything relating to mediation, personal acquaintances, and setting people up against you. Be aware that this will likely happen and counteract it with the no contact rule, setting very strong boundaries, and rely on your own empathic intuition. This is your superpower as an empath. Protect it and use it. The smaller their influence on you becomes, the stronger you become, and the manipulation will become more clear. You can use journaling entries corresponding to the trends. Know the triggers. Know which situations result in you feeling and being manipulated in. Write it all down. Keep it in a very, very safe place. Criticism to neglect. Guess what? Narcissists cannot handle criticism. They live from the ego, and where they are king, emperor, and chancellors of their own world and everybody else's in their perception. So, in divorce proceedings, you as the empath are not only criticizing the failed relationship, but you are also perceivably criticizing who they are. You are essentially putting them down from the pedestal that they made for themselves. This could also be difficult for people close to you to understand if they are still part of the narcissist's games. Remember that a trademark of the narcissist is that they do not have the capacity to feel empathy. On the flip side, empaths feel everything, including other people's energies. Narcissists live from the ego, neglecting their need to be the center of attention, and their excessive need for admiration could put you as the empath in a very awkward position. Don't neglect your own power, especially when, quote unquote, dethroning a narcissist. Do not neglect yourself. This is a loaded video with lots of information. Our aim is to bring awareness to the pitfalls in legal proceedings. Now, not all of these things might necessarily happen in your case, and there might be more pitfalls. However, it is great if you can journal down your own story. Without calling the person out to be a narcissist, write down the trends, think of past behaviors and what their reactions were. Thank you again for watching this video, and be strong, be empowered. You are the superpower holding empath. Keep the pace and keep moving forward. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so, and get notified when we upload new videos. Next time we will focus on what happens in court and how to empower yourself. All the details on how to get your journals are in this section below. Keep journaling and keep growing.